Speedgoats in Wyoming, hunting on the Kite Ranch. You've seen it on Savage Outdoors many times before. One of our favorite hunts of the year. You can't stand anywhere on this ranch and do a 360 without seeing a big group of antelope. One of the most impressive populations of antelope anywhere in the country sits right here on this ranch. Let's go to Wyoming.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. And Field and Stream, where traditions begin.
We're finally on the Kite Ranch. It's been a long day of driving. Left Rapid City at about lunchtime. Normally it would take 5-6 hours to get here. It's 9:45 at night. The last mile and a half of this dirt road, the washboard's been eating us up, but we're finally here. It's one of the best places you can antelope hunt. We got a quarter mile to the house, so we're going to bed, get some rest. Tomorrow morning, first thing, we'll be chasing antelope. Tomorrow we'll be busy because on this ranch, you cannot stand anywhere and do a 360 and not see antelope. So we'll be busy glassing and trying to find a big goat for tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. It's 10 o'clock, time to go to bed. Come on in, buddy.
This thing is huge. This is nicer than my house.
See? He's got his flying jacket on underneath his camo with his cowboy hat on. That's what I'm talking about.
Morning.
Dave loves the camera in his face. That's his favorite thing.
The camera?
Yeah, right in his face. Make sure you get a lot of tight shots of him. He's living out here in the middle of nowhere. There's no power. Well, there is power, but there's no phone. There's no anything. He's in this old ranch house here, but he's got his MacBook Pro over there with a movie playing. Modern technology out on the ranch. What do you got, boss? All right, well then I will eat because this looks good. Thank you for making this, buddy.
Yeah.
We work Dave to death because he made this amazing breakfast, and then he has to take us out and show us where the antelope are, and then he has to help us get the antelope loaded. Actually, Dave will sit there and go, now it's your turn.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And
then Dave will watch some more.
Cows.
Yeah. Dave, you remember that last time that Randy came up here? We got down by the water, and that crosswind was blowing probably 45, 50 miles an hour, and Randy actually had a 4-foot hold to the right at 200 yards.
I remember that.
And shot, and I thought there was no way he was going to hit that antelope, and drills him. He just nails him. And Randy, you know how Randy turned around, like he turns around like he knew he was going to hit it. But yeah, that was hopefully the wind won't blow like that today. All right, we gotta take a couple quick shots here. It's time to go hunting. We've been lazy this morning. It's 8:15. On these antelope hunts, you can kind of lay low though. So got a 100-yard target set up. I'm gonna shoot my rifle and make sure it's on, and then we're gonna jump in the truck and go see if we can start scouting some antelope and find a big one. Take a couple quick shots here.
And the pole falls over.
Yep, let's go hunting. Because that is dead on. It's right in the middle of the black circle. They should still be here in the horse pasture. they were there yesterday afternoon, I'm sure they're probably still there.
Did I go too far?
No. Well, we just left the house. I mean, this ranch is so big. You have so much country that you can hunt here. And there's lots of water and a river running here. So we're just kind of cruising around. We're just looking for antelope, try to locate a couple of shooter bucks, and then later on, you know, we'll come back and, you know, if we find something that's really good, and try to put a stalk on it and see. We're just kind of cruising around. We're just going to look for a while.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Conquest Scents. Thermacell. Fusion Ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Real Tree. Nature Blind. Bad Boy Buggies. True Glow. Whack-'em Broadheads. Wild Game Innovation. Spy Point. Flex Tone Game Calls. Nikon Sport Optics. And Pete Shoe Dryer.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Well, hunting here on the Kite Ranch, we've done it a lot in years past, and it's not a high pressure hunt. You can get up late, get started. You want it to be good and light so you can get out there and, you know, see where the antelope are and try to find a good buck. We haven't been riding very far. We've already spotted one that looks pretty good. We're gonna take off and see if he's a big buck. Okay, there's your buck. That thing's 1,000 yards away and I can see his horns. That looks really tall. That's a long way to be able to see him.
What?
With 8-power binos to be able to see the...
See his horns?
Yeah, he looks pretty tall. I mean, it looks like he's way up off his head.
Okay, let me move the truck off the road here.
Yeah, well, this buck out here, Dave, I think is a better buck than these down here. I mean, you know, there's antelope everywhere, but I'm gonna walk straight across here, and if we don't get him, we'll just come walking back down the fence line. And I just want to get closer, take a good look.
Sure.
If that antelope comes back up where they can see us, they're down in a dip right now. There's a big group of cows on a water trough. I might have to line up with the cows and use the cows as a little shield to get closer. Look at this guy right here. He's not going anywhere. He's locked on his girlfriend. Now the group I'm looking at is just standing there.
Is it? Okay.
They're just.
See where the lone cow?
Yeah, just to the right of that.
To the right of that.
Yeah.
There was something running.
It
from
might be
left to
him.
right.
Just.
Could be.
He's in there. I like shooting this rifle a long way, but it doesn't do good for footage. But it is fun. It's a flat shooter. We're stalking this antelope, and this big herd of horses comes running right up to us, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, the leader of the pack was Dave's horse. Once they came running up, Dave goes, "Oh, that's my horse." Dave walks over, pets his horse, and we keep stalking the antelope. Can't believe how warm it is. Bunch of antelope out there too. You could end up walking in circles out here just chasing antelope around. Antelope right there. Whole group blocked with a bunch of does. Can't really tell. I need him to turn and face us so I can see his cutters a little better. Let's see what we got here.
They did come a good bit closer at 285 now. That's one thing about antelopes, like they forget about you. You hang out for a little bit and they're not too spooked. Like all those does are quit even looking at us now. They don't even know we're here. And this fence is probably blocking us pretty good. Dave keeps calling it an antelope we're looking for the guy. So when he says that's the guy, I guess that's when we'll shoot one. It's right at 300 yards, so it'd be a top of the back hold the way I got that rifle sighted in. It'd fall right in there, he'd be done. And we're gonna pass him from way back over there off the road. It looked like pretty tall, and he is tall, but those cutters are below his ears, and there's definitely bigger antelope. So we're gonna ease down the fence back to that original group we looked at and get close to that buck and see what he looks like, and then we'll head back to the truck if he's not a shooter, and we'll go find some more. Okay. You know what's funny is that antelope has no idea how close to dying he just came.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
There's a group of antelope about 300 yards away. We're staying below this road. It gets really high right down here. If we can get down low enough, they're not going to be able to see us. I should be able to get a couple hundred yards away from them. Looks like there's one buck in the group. Right over this hill right here. They should be about 200, 250 yards. I just want to get a better look at this buck and see if he's a shooter or not. Right. No, there's nothing crazy. They're about 375 right now. I'd like to try to get a little closer than that. Right over this big road here, there's a water hole. And if they'll feed away from the water hole, I think we can run over the top and eat that yardage up and get to the bank of that water hole and maybe be within 150. So we're just gonna be patient, sit here a minute and see if they'll do that. And if they will, we'll try it. They just went over that little hump. We're gonna go for it and see. This is gonna be all in effort here. If we get them, if it works, it's gonna work. If not, it's gonna be terrible, but we're gonna try it. Those does are kind of running around. I think he's gonna pay attention to them. Just let that one doe go and then we're out of here. Yeah, they're getting out there now. Yeah. That sucks. We got within 200 yards and we're laying here trying to get my breath back, and that one doe was just watching us. That was pretty bold to come all the way across like that, but you know, worst thing that can happen is they run off, and that's what happened. We'll find another one, we'll go do it again. Still fun. All right, let's go. I don't know. We got a buck and a couple does, not too far. They're at about 300 yards right now. And we're thinking we could get down this low spot here and try to get a little bit closer. Get a good look at him, try to take a shot maybe. He looks pretty good from here. Let me see what the yardage is here so we know how far we gotta go. And he's right at 300. It's coming back though. Okay. That horn really curves back pretty good. He will come back to those does. We'll just be patient and wait. We'll go ahead and give him a gun. Yeah, he's getting some yardage on him now. He's coming back to those does. I gotta wait. How you feeling?
Good.
America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Trusted equipment and apparel available at Dick's Sporting Goods.
I gotta wait. How you feeling?
Good.
Dropped him. How about that? Perfect. They don't even know what happened. Look at all them standing there. They don't have a clue what just happened. 285 yards, dropped him like a bad habit. Perfect. What a day of hunting, man. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Good job, man. That's it. Those does are looking around. They don't know what happened. That was perfect. We got dropped off, stalked down a couple hundred yards, came right up here, got in position. We were just patient. There's another small buck out there. He kept walking out of the frame there, and we just let him walk back to his does and dropped him. No reason to run those does all over the place. As soon as they calm down and go over the hill, we'll go get him. Perfect. It was almost like I hit him right where I was holding, and it sounds funny, but I was, you know, at that range with the way the gun sighted in, I need to hold a little high, and I had a little bit of wind correction there. So, but the way he dropped, it's almost like I hit him in that top third of the shoulder where I was holding, and, you know, just dropped him right there, maybe broke his back when it hit that shoulder, because he didn't even move. I mean, he was right there. Not bad, huh? Pretty decent basis. Heck yeah.
He's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah, look at the bases on him. We got us a goat there. Check that out. I didn't realize his bases were that big. Put this down. Rifle's clear, so we're safe. Look at that. That's a big old goat too. Look how big that head is. I mean, I can't touch my fingers on his bases, not bad. And he comes way back, he curls way back there. So I mean, when we were glassing him, it looked like he was just barely above his cutter, but he's not. I mean, he's got inches there.
That's real, man. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to turn out to be.
That's what I mean. Sometimes you shoot these things and they actually grow, they don't shrink. Like whitetails, I've seen some ground shrinkage on a whitetail, but that's a beautiful goat right there.
Dave, thank you, buddy. Enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
Awesome coming up here. It's 12:45, first day. We've got our Wyoming antelope, and we're done. We've had some great hunts here over the years. We were talking about it earlier. Randy with that long shot and that high wind, and today's probably the prettiest day we've ever had on the Kite Ranch. I mean, I'm in short sleeves, the sun's out, the wind's really not blowing for the kite, and it's beautiful. And the buck went down, and we're gonna go back. We said lunch, and we're pretty close to lunch. Thank you very much, Dave. I appreciate it. Beautiful Wyoming antelope right there. Another great day of antelope hunting here on the Kite Ranch. Special thanks to everybody there for allowing us to come film another great episode of Savage Outdoors. It's one of my favorite hunts of the year. Get to go hang out with great people, meet new friends every time we go out there, and we kill a great antelope. We did it again this year, and that goat dropped right there in his tracks. A lot of fun. That's what we love to do here on Savage Outdoors.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Nikon Sport Optics. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Otis Technologies. Fusion Ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Pete Shoe Dryer. Bad Boy Buggies. Nature Blind. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Can Cooker. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Thermacell. Shoot NC reactive targets. Shoot more. Shoot better. Crossbreed holsters. Leaders in holster concealment and comfort. Handmade in the USA. The Caldwell Lead Sled. No recoil, no flinch, no excuses.
This hunting is good for us.